Alexa, stop. Bonsai! Good morning, grinders. C3, Cobras, Eagle Fangs, Miyagi-Dos, and whoever else might be out there. It is Monday, February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. And the song that I just shut off was Bon Jovi. What's the title of that song? Your Love is Like, I think it's Bad Medicine's the name of it. And you know whose love is not bad medicine? God's love. So let's get right into the devotional. Alexa, give me a 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
This one's a doozy. It's a potential titled The Message That Changes Everything. And it says, God did what the law could not do. He sent his own son in a body like the bodies we sinners have. And in that body, God declared an end to sin's control over us by giving his son as a sacrifice for our sins. Romans 8:3. Now, this one is a doozy. And it's really hard to put it to thoughts. So I'm going to compare what Tony says to my own interpretation. And Tony goes on to talk about how, we have been given such a gift, yet in our lives we have to, we're constantly bombarded with messages and images telling us to work harder, earn more money, be thinner, better looking, build bigger and better, and that sort of stuff, where none of that is really in God's plan. And I kind of see where he's going with this. This is a hard passage to completely get around. I think you need a little more context to offer insight. So I can just tell you that, I have had non-believers, ask some of the hard questions, like, if God controls everything, if he can rule everything, why did he have to send his own son for sacrifice for our sins? Why can't he make us so we don't sin? And my best answer to that is it has to come from within. It's no big deal when someone doesn't steal because they know they're being watched. It's no big deal when someone behaves because they know they're being monitored. It is what you do when nobody is looking that matters. So, it still doesn't seem like it's making a lot of sense. But that's my answer to that. Why did God do this? Christ accepted the suffering to accept our sin, to give us a clean slate to start from. Because in the beginning, before Christ, the sins of the Father fell to the Son, and so on. Alexa, stop. So, I got it. Technically I'm supposed to cut it off there. I'm going to go ahead and say that was a quick 3 minutes. Boy, wish my planks went that quick. But anyway, that's my message for now. God gave his son for our sins. And we should live in his love and grace. Easier said than done, because we all make mistakes, we all sin. Okay, I'm going to cut it off there for now. I am going to say, I feel sorry for my boss today. So for anybody who stuck around and listened to this much of this, we're expecting, like a lot of the Midwest, a lot of snow coming in at a different time. So my boss had to call everybody at 4 o'clock this morning to tell them not to come in till 9 when we normally come in at 7 and to expect to work all night. So he's waking people up to say, okay, don't get up as early. You can go back to bed. Don't come in till 9. Nobody's going to be happy with that. It doesn't make a big difference to me because I get up at 4 o'clock anyway. I was up making my drink to get ready for my workout and everything, and obviously I'm going to stay up. But the funny thing is, come 9 o'clock at night, I am going to be worthless because I usually go to bed around 9 and I wind down. It's like a crash, you know. So anyway, I'm doing a brand new workout today. I call it Eagle Fang 2. Doing some different moves, and I'm looking forward to doing it. I got a few more minutes here on the personal torture device, and we'll see you up in the back cave, and we'll do the new workout. Have a great day. Bonsai. Welcome back, folks. Okay, I've done my first 2 sets of the new one. I'm getting ready to start my third. I'm going to put the camera in this position so that you can see the screen. And I want you to be able to see, hopefully, up in this area. It's going to show you the output. There's a dotted line that goes around here. It's 80% of your peak. And it shows how much effort you're putting out. I figure do a video showing that instead of just me going through my clumsy movements. So I'm going to crank the music up and get started. I will, of course, speed it up a little bit. So let's get started. Alright, so I decided to change the movement some. My lower back has been a little sore in the mornings when I get up, so I wanted to take some of the deadlifts out and things like that and just change up the moves. So I'm still doing Lat Pull Downs. I really like this exercise. I think it's a great way to start and get the whole body pumped, blood circulating. And you know, I'm a guy, so of course I want to work my arms. And I didn't have a lot of tricep workout in there. And this camera angle is going to be terrible. You can't see what I'm doing. But it's an overhead tricep extension. So I'm just kicking them forward, pulling them up. I can see now that this angle's not as good. You can see sort of in the center of the screen the output. Whereas I'm getting just around that 80% mark with that movement. This one, the arm goes all the way down, and I'm going to pull it up between my legs. It's like a hip thrust. They call them pull-throughs. Still using the rope. And this one feels a little goofy. It's kind of like a kettlebell swing without the kettlebell. So, honestly, they seem a little easy. But, you know, the machine is still learning me. So I don't know how effective that is, but I was able to whip through it pretty quick. And now I think, oh yeah, we're going into bicep curls here, I think. And it takes me a little time to move the bar, or move the arms and switch it into the correct position. I'm still figuring this out. It gives me about 30 seconds rest or so between a lot of the movements. I'd like to cut that down a little bit, but as I get used to the pattern, I think I'll be able to speed that up. These are barbell bicep curls, which of course I like. And, you know, they tell you that you need to explode up. So after I hit that bottom and pause for just a second, I really power it up. And a lot of times the machine tells me, oh, keep your hips flexed and in place, which I feel I do. I think I'm just jerking it so hard that it reads it that way. And now, you know, everybody's favorite, the bench press. I am really getting to enjoy the bench press on the Tonal here. I think it's, you know, it was a little wonky at first. It felt different because of the way the weight goes. But I'm used to it now, and I feel like I can, you know, push it up. And I love the eccentric. You know, when I started out, it was only 76 pounds on my upstroke, and I think 96 on the down. Now I'm up to 80 on the up and 100 on the down. So, you know, I'm making improvements on that, and that's the machine upping the weights, not me. And that, to me, is the beauty of this machine. I put in bodyweight squats. That way I'm still doing some squats, working the legs a little bit. But now, instead of putting extra weight and pressure on my back, I'm just doing my body weight. So I still get a little bit in there. 30 seconds. I should probably up that to 45. Because the first 2 rounds I didn't realize it, and so I missed a few seconds of it. But new program, that's what happens. And this one takes forever. It seems to switch them out, and I get closer to a minute's break. These are hammer curls. Like I said, I didn't have as much tricep, and I want more arms in there because I like working the arms. Of course, it's what guys like to work. We like to have big, bulky arms, and the ladies generally like that as well. So definitely want to work on the arms. And then I think we might be down to my very last set, which is the chin-ups. So we get a little bicep in here, a little shoulder, a little back, and I think it's a great way to end in the routine. This is another one that feels good, and I feel like it stretches the muscles. Of course, I can't quite fit it, so I gotta raise the arm up. It's just awkward leaving the bar on there. If the bar wasn't on there, I could have just whipped it right up. Live and learn. I'll get better at this. But all in all, I think it's a good routine. As soon as I get a little more adjusted to it. So yeah, this time I'm on my knees, pulling it down. And for me, watching that bar, you know, on the right upper left corner, excuse me, go up, and how much effort I'm putting into it is a motivating factor. I really enjoy that. Well, that's it for today, folks. Okay, we're all done here. We'll see if I can show you what I did today. I'm down almost 5,000 pounds. Different exercises, so different weights. Still a good workout. My strength score jumped up. See, I'm still, if you can see it here, getting an increase. Almost 150,000 pounds. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm definitely sweaty and breathing hard. So have a great Monday. Stay safe. We'll see you when we see you.